Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman Isaacson, Ranking Member Tester, and distinguished members of the committee, I'm proud to introduce my friend and colleague, Robert Wilkie, as the nominee for Secretary of the VA. I've had the honor of working with Robert for 3 years now. Sometimes he worked for me, and many times I worked for him. His combination of knowledge, humor, humility, and heart has endeared him to all of my staff and to scores of North Carolina constituents, many of them veterans and service members. Robert was born in Frankfurt, Germany, and the son of an Army artillery officer. He literally grew up on Fort Bragg, and he lived most of his early life on Fort Bragg or in Fayetteville in North Carolina. He received his BA from Wake Forest University, his JD from Loyola College of Law in New Orleans. He received his Master of Laws from Georgetown University and his Master's in Strategic Studies from the United States Army War College. Robert is an intelligence officer in the United States Air Force Reserves today. Previously, he served in the Atlantic Intelligence Command and Joint Forces Intelligence Command, and he also served in the United States Navy. He's long been regarded in Washington and been held in high regard in Washington, especially here on Capitol Hill, where he's developed close relationships with members on both sides of the aisle. He's also forged an excellent working relationship with the committee and the committee staff, and he's universally recognized as a team player and a mentor. Throughout his distinguished career in public service, Robert's also been a trusted advisor to some of the nation's most respected leaders, including Condoleezza Rice, Robert Gates, Donald Rumsfeld, and Secretary Mattis. Frankly, given his depth of experience, I was pleasantly surprised and very proud to have Robert accept a position with the newly sworn-in freshman senator. But it was clear to me from the start he was destined to serve the nation at a higher level. And last year, Robert received that call from the administration when he was nominated to be the Undersecretary of Defense for Personnel and Readiness. Robert demonstrated his extraordinary skills in just a few short months, so it was no surprise to me that the administration identified him as the perfect fit to become the Secretary of the VA. When he was appointed to the acting role as VA Secretary, he quickly worked to improve morale of the VA, earning strong reviews and trust from VSOs and members of Congress and the VA staff. He moved decisively to execute the electronic health record project, which we all know is a critical part of the VA transformation, and he also successfully pushed through the VA Mission Act to the finish line. Robert has all the education and professional experience required to be the Secretary of the VA. But perhaps what makes Robert best suited for the job is his lifelong experience as an Army brat and the personal experience as the son of a gravely wounded soldier and a service member himself. He has literally lived the experience, so I know that Robert will bring his professional experience and his personal insight and an intensity to the role that will serve our veterans well. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Senator Tillis. Would you please rise, Robert, and raise your right hand and affirm your pledge? Do you solemnly